Namaskar students. Last day we studied that the conspirators have assembled in Pompey's orchard. And they have been waiting for Cassius. And now let's continue with our lesson. Casca. You shall confess that you are both deceived. And as I point my sword, the sun arises with a great way growing on the south, being the youthful season of the year. Some 2 months hence, up high toward the north, he first presents his fire, and the highest stands as the capital directly here. You shall confess that you both are deceived. You both are wrong, Casca says. You are deceived, that you both are wrong. You both are wrong. Decius and Cinna. Decius and Cinna both are wrong. Casca says, you shall confess that you both are deceived. Here as I point my sword, the sun rises. The sun rises here. He points his sword and says the sun rises here. It's a great way growing on the south. Now it is a great way growing on the south, weighing the youthful season of the year. The youthful season is the spring, the springtime, weighing the youthful season of the year. Some 2 months hence, after 2 months, up higher toward the north, then the sun moves to the north, the northern side. He first presents his fire, and the high east stands exactly the east stands as the capital directly here. The capital stands at the straight east, and the sun is now rising at the southward direction, and after 2 months it will go to the northward direction. Brutus. Give me your hands all over, one by one. Now Brutus enters, and Brutus incorporates himself as one of the conspirators. Give me your hands all over, one by one, Cassius, and let's swear our resolution. Let's take an oath. Let's take an oath about our plan. That we are adamant, we will be honest, we will be truthful to each other and to our purpose. Brutus, no, not an oath. Not an oath. An oath is not required here. If not the face of man, the sufferance of our souls, the times abuse, if the motives weak, break off betimes. We all stand for a great purpose, to redeem Rome from the evil rule of Caesar. And the consequence of his evil rule can be seen on every face, on every Roman face. No, not an oath, if not the face of man, the sufferance of our souls, the times abuse. If these be motives weak, break off betimes. The misrule of Caesar can be seen, is visible. The consequence of the misrule, the effect of Caesar's misrule can be seen on every Roman face. And that should be our purpose, to redeem the Romans from the misrule of Caesar. the sufferings of our souls, the time's abuse, all these are to redeem the Romans from all these are main goal. And all these are visible on the faces of our Romans. The sufferings of our souls, the time's abuse are seen on every Roman faces. And to redeem our Romans from all these evils, from the evil hold of Caesar, that's our motive. And if this is not our motive, let's break off. Let's break off. It means that Brutus always stands for the Romans. He kills Caesar. He plots against Caesar not because he does not love Caesar, but he loves Rome more. If this be the motives, weak, break off betimes, and every man hence to his idle bed. If these are not our motives, redeem Rome from the evil consequence of Caesar's rule, the suffering, the time's abuse that every Roman undergoes, to redeem Romans from all this should be our motive. And if this is not our motive, let's break off and let every Roman, every one of us go to his idle bed. And let high-sighted tyranny range on. Let high-sighted tyranny, the great tyranny, the great misrule, the worst misrule, that Caesar's rule, let it go on, let it continue. If this is not our motive to redeem Rome and Romans, let the misrule go on and let us go to our idle bed. Means our main purpose is to redeem Rome, to save Rome from the evil rule of Caesar. Till each man drop by lottery. Let's go to our idle bed and Caesar will pick up each one of us one by one by lottery. And we fall to the consequence. But if these, as I am sure they do, bear fire enough to kindle cowards to steal with wall or the melting spirits of women. Yes. And I hope that, if these, what this means, the purpose of our purpose, I am sure that to redeem Rome from the evil rule of Caesar. I am sure bear fire enough to kindle cowards and steal with valor the melting spirits of women. Even the melting spirits of women. Yes. Even the humble hearts are boosted to such a courage to act. And the purpose is clear, to redeem Rome, to redeem Romans, those who love Rome and Romans. Dear countrymen, our purpose is clear. It even boosts the morale of the humble spirits that may rise into mutiny. To kindle cowards to steal with valor the melting spirits of women. Even the cowards will get boosted. When cowards will gather courage to fight against the misrule of Caesar, then countrymen, what need be any spur but our own cause to prick us to redress? Then, my dear brave man, about us, why should we go for a north? What stops us? What stops us from being brave to fight for the Romans? Let's do, my dear countrymen. What other bond than secret Romans that have spoke the word and will not palter? What other bond is there? When Romans speak to Romans, that's a bond. secret Romans that have spoke the word and will not falter, will not betray, will not change. We are Romans. We are stern. We are stubborn. And our words are serious words. Our words are actually the truthful words. And we'll never betray each other. We are strong. And Roman to Roman. And Romans speak to Romans. It's a bond. And it will never change. The courage, the truthfulness, the indebtedness, the closeness, the Roman spirit, that will never change. Thank you, dear students.